Hello and welcome back to WTC round 16 of Bahrain for the last race of the season. We wrap up this season in today's video, and and it's Manon Dion in first, Kenneth Lim second.
I think Dion got a better launch than both Ironsides. Wait and see into turn one. Who has a look down the inside? Dion in front. Who's going to be second though? Oh, and now Lim gets a nice one. Maybe he can go to the outside on Dion, and now goes up the
There's
inside.
Lim.
Lim leads.
And
So
Ezio
Dion just couldn't get the
also
one out
up
of turn one, and
second.
here comes Ezio up to second. Ezio's full into second now, and you'd like to make him a very big favourite to win it from here. Although he makes a big mistake as I say that. Third place is Dion, who started this race on par, is down to fourth. So Dion's down to fourth. They're not even off the first lap. All they're saying that she's going back at Crowley, and then comes Cordova finally with Torres. So you go through there. See, they're all just pushing each other. It's the last race of the season. Most of the big battles have been decided, so they're all just going to give it. They're all Dion's ahead of Crow again. Back up to third, with Torres completing out the top five, followed by Cordova. So we head through the heaven. One of the Esters going down the inside there. I think it might have been the Moore.
Perez.
See. Down the inside on Perez. So there we go. Perez gets a bit out of shape and the mower goes through, and also getting through his SA Runa, which would be a bit more significant had he not bowled it in the main race yesterday. But there you can see Ezio all over the back of Lim.
Oh, sure is wide.
Well, that's Boucher off the track. Doesn't really matter though. Esther have already won the title. But there we go, and then the back couple there. Wait, see. Ezio can get ahead of Lim. He's looked pretty quick. I don't think it'll be enough into turn one this time around. They're a bit too far back from Lim. Lim makes a slight mistake on that, or what was that about? And then Dion is actually Dion's first crowd further four. And then Torres, and then Cordova. There's 9 and 12. Boom. There you can see Ryan. See, upside down confirmed relegated. But they would still like to end towards something to remember.
And Ezio on the inside.
There we go. This is the move we've been expecting will happen for a little bit now. As Ezio goes down the inside on Lim. And Lim gets out of shape and drops also behind Dion. And Ezio leads. Crowd gets a...
Oh, Lim's coming back.
Lim tapped the back of Dion, now comes back down the inside.
Oh.
And he's actually back ahead.
Rim is really aggressive.
Great fight back from Kenneth Lim there. He's had a decently strong end to the season, to be fair. He picked up 25 points in San Francisco last time out. Obviously, I think scored points yesterday as well, so he's had a nice end to the season. Also, what's been a mostly terrible season 5 for the young Malaysian driver. We will see. To turn one as they all go bumper to nose.
Oh,
and Mendes got tagged by Lindqvist and then hit Nomura, which again would be incredibly exciting if Munat hadn't bottled it yesterday. But oh well. There we go. Nomura is still ahead.
Lim is back behind Ezio.
I mean, Valve's also onto the back of this line. 10 minutes to go. Nomura has got the fastest lap of the race. That was Boucher getting a bit out of shape in the background there. But there we go. Look how tightly bunched the entire field is. Look at the top 10. 3 seconds separates the top 10. As they come off the corner, it's now back up to like 4 seconds. Still. Look at it. Well, actually, it's more on the top 8 now. 3 seconds separates 8 cars at the front of the field. This is going to be quite the interesting end of the season. There's a Knight right round the outside there. Oh, Babini makes a mistake, and he's now dropped behind O'Connor, who's into 14th. Let's see. O'Connor gets a bit on the curve there. There's Ndia trying to get into the points ahead of Knight. So we have a look, and down the inside goes Lim. Trying to retake the lead, which he lost on Ezio. Can he get the exit? Stays to the inside, but I think Ezio got a slightly better exit than Lim. Just behind them is Dion. But look at the gaps. Less than a second separates the top 6.
They're side by side.
Down into turn 1. Crowd's going for the move on Dion as well. Through there we go. Who's going to be ahead? It's going to be Ezio. Lim now comes under a bit of pressure from Dion. He's got a nice run to the outside, but the bandage issue is going to get forced to the outside. Look at that in the background there. You can also see Lindqvist and Mendes joining up with this fight. As Dion's going to have to go to the inside. Now that becomes the outside through here. And then she gets a bit out of shape. Then Lim's going to be able to go back down the inside, but he's been blocked off there. And Lim's down to third, and Ezio's now pulled over a second ahead. 8 minutes to go. Partly it's just the Ironsides and Nürburg's having a fight for second as Cordova gets ahead of Crowd. So in the space of one lap, 2 Nürburgs have overtaken 2 separate Ironsides. Could also be a look from Lindqvist here on Cloud. Down the inside. Probably a bit too audacious, that one. Lindqvist then makes a slight mistake. Going through there, as he was running the line a bit too aggressively. Car didn't like that and went offline. So there we go. Tonight, running out quite after her amazing no stop yesterday. She won the race. She's running 12th at the moment.
Oh, Lindqvist is getting overtaken.
He's gonna get. You can see Torres go down the inside.
By Mendes and Torres.
Yeah. Potentially Moonat and Nomura soon as well. But we'll see. I think Lindqvist has stayed ahead of Torres for the time being. But Ezio leads the field. Knight's just done the fastest lap of the race. Somehow. Into turn 1 we go. Torres has gone down the inside. On Lindqvist. And as they get close, Lindqvist is ahead. Look back, there's Knight who got ahead of Perez at some point. Oh, and Knight's gone off. She out of the race? She is. Oh, Haley. That's a shame and a half. She had just made her way past Perez and just on the fastest lap of the race. But Haley Knight's race is over. But at least she gets to end up bar weight on the high, having won the main race yesterday. But her official end to the season is a DNF, which pretty much sums up her season quite well, to be fair, with how that forward it's been at times. But Ezio leads, Dion second, Glim third, Cordova fourth, then Crowd, then Mendes, Lindqvist, Moonat, Torres, and then Nomura.
Lindqvist went wide.
Running in 7th. Trying to stay ahead of Moonat. Let's see. Because behind Moonat is Torres, and then behind him is Nomura. So there we go. now up the hill. See Lindquist. He's had a good season, Lindquist. I think he's 7th at the moment, trying to get some points at the end.
It's O'Connor ahead of Boucher.
To the outside goes O'Connor, and has he got that done? No.
Yes.
He has? No. O'Connor staying behind. And Nikolaev goes down the inside. Also fancies a chance on Boucher here from Nikolaev. Down the outside. And gets ahead. So Nikolaev's up to 13th. Ezio's pulled clear by over 2 seconds. Ryan's in the pits. For some reason. Ryan's retired, so probably a gearbox issue. Yeah, stuck in 4th. That was the issue with Ryan.
O'Connor and Cordova.
Down the inside. Wow. See if she can. She gets to the outside of Cordova. So what happened there? Might get a decent enough run to someone down the inside here, though. Up the hill towards the final sector with 3.5 minutes to go. Well, too far back from Cordova on this occasion to get past for 4th position. Ezio's just posted the fastest lap of the race. So he's absolutely flying. Lim might actually fancy a look on Dion, potentially. We'll wait and see. Into turn 1. Let's see. Oh, we get yellow flags. Is that Ezio off?
No,
Ezio's in the wall! Ezio's in the wall!
Everybody knew it would come.
You never really can rule out drama around Bahrain, can you? Just when the race was beginning to settle down, another spanner into the works. Ezio's...
Yeah, the car turned off.
Yeah, car's just shut off.
It's incredible.
And what really does sum up Ezio's Season 5 quite well, he's running in a winning position, and the car blows up on him. If that really doesn't sum up Ezio's Season 5 amazingly, I don't know what does. What that means, though, is Dion leads the race. From the 2 Lion sides.
Oh, where is Cordova?
And what's happened to Cordova? Does he end up on the wall as well? No, he's done in 9. But this would also be Dion's 2nd sprint race win of the season. Her last one, obviously, went to Wallace. A little bit just locked up, went off. So all sorts of drama kicking off in the late stages here. Just when you thought the season's basically sewn up, we're just going to have a nice quiet sprint race to end out the season. We've got the race leader bending off into the wall. Cordova, who was right, what, 4th, 3rd? After that, yeah, he's now gone wide and dropped to 9th. There's Perez getting ahead of NDA, then cutting the corner. And then going wide and somehow staying ahead of NDA because fuck it, why not at this point? Let's see. She wins in
That's dodgy, but...
Oh
yeah,
NDA is stuck in 2nd. So there's even more late drama because NDA is stuck in 2nd. So this race has just kicked off. It's all kicking off towards the end of the sprint race. DA is stuck in 2nd, so he's going to have to limp home. O'Connor's nearly ended up on the points in all this.
Perez also stuck in 2nd. The same issue for 2 different drivers.
So towards the end of this race, both Stoffels have blown up. Cordova's gone wide. Darian Dye's blown up. Babidu's made a mistake. What the fuck is going on at the end of this race? They're all blowing up. Fabino's running 14th. O'Connor is in the points. That'd be amazing if, like, Tabergian hadn't done well yesterday.
Still 1 point.
They get a participation trophy. This race has kicked off at the end. And we've still got another lap of it because Dion's just started the final lap of the race. Unless she can do a sub 1 minute round Bahrain. Crow's pitting. Has she got a problem? No.
What?
Nikolaev 2. And Vavenue.
See how the Mendes tries to move across.
Not going to happen. There we go. So Perez and Adia have come in, they're retiring. Their races are done. Both Stoffels blow up. Which is quite something. Stoffel blowing up from very good positions. Now, where have I seen this one before? Not like this has been happening the entire fucking season. Dion's gonna win though, surely. I mean, unless she blows off herself, which would just be the most amazing end to a race ever. But it looks as if Manon Dion is gonna win. Narua's got the fastest lap of the race. Munat goes down the inside on Lindqvist for 5th position at the end. And gets ahead. And Lindqvist might kind of push from Torres now. Not that Munat will care. He's flown up to 5th. He's done all he needed to do. The good news for Prow and all those people who have to pit is the finishing line is right at the pit entry, basically. There we go. Lim's actually closed up to Dion quite significantly. Don't think it'll be enough to snatch away the win. But as they come out the final corner, Manon Dion is going to come through and she's going to win her 2nd race of the season. As Manon Dion crosses the line to win from Lim. Mendes ends up 3rd, Munat 4th, Lindqvist, then Torres, then Crown, Nomura, Cordova. 10th place goes to Boucher, Nikolaev 11th, O'Connor 12th. Bavenu crosses, well, actually, I'm not sure who's going to get 13th now, probably Bavenu. Yeah, Bavenu 13th, Fabino 14th, Goldschmidt, Iskander, Yu Singh, 19th goes to Alexander. Then Nakajima, Betsky, Hackerson, and Lester, Perez, and the Ezio Biden, and Knight, the DNF's fastest lap of the race for Mariette Fischer, who ends up 10th. She'll get some extra points on the board. I'd love to discuss this race, but given how little of an effect it had on the championship, given that everything was basically sewn up, there's not really a whole lot to talk about, given how most of the championship was basically decided. Maybe some changes in the driver's standings, but not for the title champ. It's not for the title, so no one really cares. I think most of the team's battles were already sewn up anyway.
Yeah, well, so not much was on for this race. But yeah, it produced good action.
And it was thoroughly entertaining. Just had no thoughts it was.
It has been an amazing season. The title fight was really close, and yeah, sadly, Wymori and Stoffer dropped behind the second part of the season, but we almost had a championship battle down the wire.
So as they Munat decided he was going to do his best and keep him. That was a bit of question, but oh well.
Yeah, but this MV or optic drivers in Bahrain in a title fight, it's usually not ends well.
Yeah, season 2 was a fun time, wasn't it, for them? Just never mention Barney to Wolfgang Bryson. Never do it. It was like the 1 year he was good in WCCL and he put it all away.
Yeah, so that's the end of season 5, I guess.
gone fast in my mind. It should be like literally. It feels like about a week ago we were walking up to the first race of the season with Conor Ryan doing a madness, and we were thinking Upside Down might actually stay up, and then they didn't. But oh well, they will inevitably end up mid-table like TCL because that's what happens to all newly relegated teams when they first get relegated. It appears.
Yeah. So we'll enter the preseason or the off-season. Well, hopefully it will be not as long as it was for this season.
Well, let's just hope that the Bertie and Project R don't get up to some magic bullshit and all of a sudden 9 new drivers on the ITCL grid somewhere. Because I get I'm getting an interesting feeling that something like that might end up just happening at some point. And then the people who have to sort this shit out are just going to end up losing their minds and they're just going to go walk off a cliff or something.
Yeah, well, the drivers have been more clever to say that, so they are not accepting any kind of offer.
I can reveal now. I wanted to get Leicester in, but well, yeah, he didn't want to be an ITCL driver. Well, he didn't want to be an ITCL Rumble. Yeah.
Yes, so they are now. It's not all about the money.
Well, money obviously still play a factor.
But anyway,
these drivers have their families to provide to. Obviously, Turbo's back in is a good example. But yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see. Obviously, there will be a lot of changes.
We will see what the actual lineups are come the start of season 6. Because obviously we've got new principals. We've got obviously a new team entering ITCL. We've got obviously principals who are going to try and make last minute adjustments to their lineup. That's always happened in every season. Say like during the off season, you get like some random ass move. So yeah, it always spices up the grid. You might think that what the lineups we see confirmed at the moment for season 6 is how it's going to stay, but it very rarely actually ends up being like that once we get to the start of the season. There always be like 1 or 2 little maneuvers during the off season somewhere. So
yeah, yes, obviously there will be a lot of changes to improve and fix or mainly improve things around the series. Yeah, and we see obviously a lot will be voted on or will be asked about. But yeah, I think season 6 can be even more exciting for the title fight because the driver moves. I think some teams, like if Perez raced instead of Butter in the whole season, maybe Stoffel could have been up there. So things like that.
we'll see. But yeah.
Yeah, so season 6 will be exciting. Obviously, we have Formula WTCR coming back in the traditional form for the off season. And yeah, I think that's all from season 5. It's amazing that we have been here for 5 seasons. And 4 of them was recorded, even though half of them were or actually 3 seasons were deleted.
Well, yeah, we have everything set up now, but yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
so
we'll hopefully see all of you in season 6. Hopefully, fingers crossed. It's going to be an exciting season 6. Obviously, we'll get people making their predictions, which always go well and have always historically gone well. Just ignore me predicting platinum for 12th this season, and everything was fine. Yeah, so see the big thing going into season 6, the Nurburgring Santos merger. We'll see how that affects the WTCL grid. Obviously, we have 2 new teams with Adway and Waterford coming up with the 2 promotion spot. Get to see Patrick Zimmerman back in WTCL. That'd be an exciting return. Yeah, we'll see. Well, hopefully see you all in season 6, and I guess until we see you in season 6, stay safe.
Yeah. So congratulations to Esther and Nomura for winning their championships. And yeah, we'll see who can dethrone them or if they can defend their title in season 6. So see you in season 6 and goodbye.